Welcome back, everyone, to Pineleaf the Dragon Disciple, where I'm about to find out what the mayor needs me to do next. Let me see if I understand you. The Deadmongers killed people so that they could collect their corpses. Then the corpses were delivered to the Institute of Revivification Studies so that the Institute could make the corpses into servitor constructs. And this is to be in the behest of Dr. Victora Mordenheim. Oh my, this is quite disturbing. We must tell others about this plot. Yes, so whom do we speak to next? Fortunately, the perfect opportunity to alert higher authorities has already presented itself. I presume then you must be talking about provincial-wide government, considering that you're the mayor? Yes. It seems that you've been invited to meet Baron von Albrecher. Okay, a baron. Alright, I guess that makes sense then. So we're talking about nobility then. The baron often puts on little receptions at his castle for people that he finds interesting. While you're there, you can tell him about the killings and the corpses. Okay, very well. His messenger is right over there, Petra Meldung. Alright, I'll speak to Petra. And hope I don't get petrified for this. Here we are. Oh, no, that's... Petra would be back here somewhere, right? Yeah, this is Petra. My master sends you greetings, Pinefrost. You've made quite an impression. I am here on behalf of Baron von Albrecher. He's eager to meet the brave and rash newcomer in these lands, so he invites you to a reception in his home. And don't think for a moment about changing your attire. You look suitably exotic for a stranger from afar. Oh well, so where is the Baron's party happening? Oh, the reception is being held at Schloss Albrecher. Oh no, did I read something about this some big party at Schloss Albrecher that included Dr. Victra? Am I going to run into her at this party, I wonder? A most impressive castle and the Baron's ancestral home. Right? A boat has been dispatched to fetch you. Go down to the harbor and look for the craft that will take you across the bay to the castle. Okay, I'll go to Schloss Albrecher and attend the Baron's reception. It appears that this time I need to head north. So I'm sure I'm going to run into nasty gangs along the way. That seems to be the usual in this city. Unless, of course, they've taken a break tonight. Maybe they're all at a party or something. That would be a welcome change. Hold on. I hear combat music. Well, wasn't much of a threat. So now we need... I think if I follow the road, it will take me there eventually. Down this way. I'm supposed to get to a dock, which is going to lead me to a castle. Oh! Alright, I said try some electricity for now. This seems to be something that's used quite a bit here, so I may be switching to fire at some point. I want to see if I can find an optimal element to use in this place. I'm thinking that, especially out here, some of these people might be used to the cold. Alright, so now we still need to head out. We're along the dock. That's I wasn't expecting I was expecting a tiny little boat. Don't tell me I'm going out on a steamer. Is that a steamer? Yeah, it looks like a steamer to me. Okay, I was not expecting to have steamers as transportation in this game. Oops. So I suppose it does fit the setting. Well, it's a small steamer. It's certainly no Titanic, though I suppose it's possible for the fate to be the same, especially with all the ice going all about here. Let's see. So there's supposed to be a castle across here. Is that the castle? It's hard to see it across the water. It looks more like a palace to me. I guess I'll have to go and tell them. It's never a good sign when you see a shrine right at the front of the entrance.
You have arrived at Schloss Albrecher under the pretext of attending the Baron's reception. Yet you're not actually here to mingle. Instead, you plan to tell the Baron that the citizens of Lamortia are being killed to create servitor constructs. Perhaps you can enlist his help in stopping this horrifying practice.
Something tells me the answer is going to be no. I don't know, it's just one of those times where I think we definitely have a corrupt
The
official.
Baron's Grand Hall is just that, grand. Your senses are overwhelmed with the sights, sounds, and smells of this opulent reception. Yet the Baron himself is nowhere to be seen. You'll need to find someone close to him to gain an audience.
There's reception guest. I presume it'll be somebody who has a tag other than reception guest. Yes. Alright, fine. I will do it this way.
Most of the guests are dressed to the nines, but this woman in a lab coat and goggles sticks out like a sore thumb. She stands far away from the others, eyeing them with clinical disdain.
I wonder. I am not here for the party. I have an appointment with the Baron. Okay. Gain an audience, read the notes. Well, I'm assuming that she went to see. Before I go in too deep, I better make sure there is nobody here that. Optional, read all the notes. Okay, first of all, are there any notes in this room? Or do they start only here? Alright, I suppose we'll find a note eventually. No, that's just a false door. Oh! A note. To all staff, you are not to call attention to the Baron's absence. If you are asked where the Baron is, simply say that he will be making a toast later in the evening, and that he is very pleased to welcome the guests to his home. Interesting. Have you found the inspiration that you were looking for? No, sometimes it seems close at hand, yet it's leagues away. How is your own writing coming along? Quite swimmingly. Lately, I've been writing about vampires. I am quite fascinated with the strange state, living yet not. I'm telling you, John, vampires are outmoded. They're a thing of the past. A thing of the future if you're going to buy the D&D. The new science has revealed much more interesting subjects than that. And is the past such a bad thing? I'd like to see your science find a stranger state of living than that of a vampire. Now there's an idea. Mary! Oh, her name is Mary, of course. I was... Alright, so her name is Mary. That was... Okay, so this... Yes, Claire, Mary, George, John, Percy, Shelley, of course, Mary's husband. Expected. Okay, Easter egg of the day. Let's see what Mary has to say. Modern science is far more terrifying than those old folk tales. Nothing like a horror story in a cold winter's night, eh? What are these two on about? Do you mind? I'm reading. This company is lovely, but I find myself longing for somewhere warmer. Yeah. Okay, I guess I need to find out as if I could find a way through here, or is this it? Nothing on this side, so... What about in the other directions? Nothing here. So what about over here? Seems familiar. Dietrich Hirsch, Vault Clerk. Vault Clerk? Vault Guard. Enjoy your party. This is just preposterous. What's the matter? I didn't just come here to enjoy the party, though the wine is quite delicious, if I'd say so myself. Recently, I was able to procure some documents that implicate the Baron in some unsavory business practices. I can think about what those practices are. The Baron is a reasonable man, so I intend on approaching him with these documents to get an explanation before deciding how to go forward. You'll find yourself, your body parts turn to a golem if you do that. Now, picture my surprise when I arrive here and the nosy guards confiscate these documents at the door. I'm sure that the whole situation will be resolved easily when I meet with the Baron. But that stubborn vault-keeper won't give me my documents back before the meeting. I'll see if I can get them back for you if you can get me an audience with the Baron. You would do that for me? Ah, what a dear you are. Yes, I can pull some strings if you can get the documents back. Great. I'll see about finding those for you.
One of the guests has asked you to retrieve some highly sensitive documents. If you help her out, she can arrange an audience with the Baron for you.
Welcome, distinguished guest. What can I do for you? A few documents were erroneously taken from the lady over there. I'd like access to the vault to return them to her. My sincerest apologies. Only Baron von Albrecher's staff may access the vault at this time. Please return to the party.
The Vault Keeper says that only the Baron's servants are allowed to remove things from the vault. Oddly, he made no mention of the Baron himself. In any case, you'll have to convince him to give you the documents. Or perhaps you can find a more clandestine way. There's a door here. Perhaps you won't have to get permission to access the vault. With the right technique, you could walk right in and take the documents yourself.
Memorandum to confidential staff. The Baron is eager to host this reception, which he believes will improve morale amongst Lamortia's elite. It is imperative, however, that our guests not learn of the growing tensions between the Baron and Dr. Mordenheim, nor can they be made aware of the full extent of which the food shortage situation. We must prevent a flawless facade of good cheer to the public. Alright, yeah, trying to keep up morale. And a falling between... That's right, I think I read that in a report somewhere where there's a falling out on what to do in here. Maybe because he is less inclined to that unsavory business now than he was before. Let's see what's in the papers first. First off, could you please open this door for me? Thank you. Danger spotted. Not that very good at finding such things. Actually, you guys can be here just in case a trap goes off. Well, nothing there, nothing there. Well, I think that's just about what I expected. Not sure what kind of traps those are. Oh, okay, those are the pressure plates right there. Alright, so now, if I remember correctly, I have to call my friend over and ask him to open this up for me. Then okay, let's see what's in here.
You deftly procure the documents from the vault. Now to return them to the rightful owner and see if she'll put in the good word for you.
Alright. What have we got here? Oh no, that's a research. I guess it's not in my quest. It's not one of those quests where you're allowed to read the documents. Oh well. You're back! Have you found the documents yet? Is this what you're looking for? Ah, yes! Thank you very much. I will get that audience for you right away. Thanks.
You've managed to arrange an audience with the Baron at long last. You can find him in his study on the east side of the castle.
East side of the castle. Sasha Lorenz. What am I doing to do now? What's about what? Schloss Outbreaker has many rare and exciting magical artifacts in the Baron's private archive. As a connoisseur of such items, I am determined to see them during my visit. Yet, when I attempted to enter the artifact archive just now, a gaggle of hairless cats pounced upon me. At first, I found this strange, as I have never known of a good friend of the Baron to keep pets. Then I realized that these must be Grimshocks. Oh, that's what those things were. Grimmy Shockus. Yeah, alright. I don't want to be anywhere near those vile creatures when the inevitable happens. The inevitable what? Grimishackas react violently when exposed to magic, and as I'm sure you can guess, such reactions can be rather difficult to handle when they are surrounded by magical artifacts. Those caterwauling creatures would explode at any moment, so I'm not going into there while they okay, so he wants to see these rare artifacts, but we've got exploding kittens in there. Alright. I will clear out the Grimishakas if you get me an audience with the Baron. Now there's an idea. Very well. You have yourself a deal. You clear them out, and in the meantime, I will see about pulling some strings with Baron. The beasts in this room are over there. Optional. Help both party guests with their problem. Okay, so you are allowed to help with both of them. And read all the notes I still need to do. Okay, no time like the present.
This man wants you to clear out the Grimishkas in the
Oh,
Baron's
Grimishkas!
archives. Perhaps he'll put in a good word with the Baron if you do a bit of pest control for him.
Alright, well, let's see about these Grimishkas. Okay. Oh, there it is, right there. Optional, help both part with their problem, one left, and there isn't anything here that says how many Grimishkas there are going to be.
That should be the last of the Grimishkas. Now to return and see whether you can arrange an audience with the Baron.
Hold on. Oh, that's a danger area. Okay. Okay, I dealt with them. Ah, you're back! How's it going? Looks like they're all gone. Splendid! While you were dealing with that, I was able to arrange an audience with the Baron, as you requested. You should be able to speak with him in his office in the east side of Schloss Albrecher. Best of luck, thank you. Now I've got 2 appointments with him on the east side. Now that is the doors that...
A hush falls over the crowd, as if someone is about to speak. To your surprise, everyone turns to listen to a voice coming from a small mechanical... Welcome to Schloss Albrecher. I am honored to have so many of Lemordia's most eminent citizens here tonight in my home. I apologize that I am not there to greet you in person. Regrettably, I must attend to some vital affairs of state instead. However, you mustn't let my absence inhibit you. Eat, drink, make merry. Do not let this fine feast go to waste. The prophets of doom will tell you that these are troubled times. Yet with all the brilliant minds and courageous souls assembled here, I cannot help but feel that Lemordia's future must be warm and bright. So let us lift up our voices and our glasses to toast the brighter future that must surely arrive soon. To Lemordia!
Alright. Now, you said I'm supposed to see him in the east wing, I think, is what they said. So I guess on the other side. Now, I didn't see anything, but there was a door I couldn't go through at the time. Maybe I can go through it now?
The door flies open and someone shoves past you. The woman in a lab coat from earlier.
The good doctor? Probably.
You've entered the Baron's office, but there's still no sign of the man himself. Then a voice issues from a mechanical device on... Ah! The heroes I've heard so much about. Don't be shy. Come in and tell me what I can do for you.
Wonderful, an intercom. Now then, what can I do for you, friend? Well, I wish to inform you that malefactors are killing Lemordians so that they could be reanimated through the novel scientific methods.
What's that? Very concerning. Please, gather round. We should discuss. Quite right to bring this to my attention. There's nothing to worry about. Everything is well in hand. You see, I'm the one who asked Dr. Mordenheim to build the servitors to begin with. The servitors are essential to manning the fishing fleet, and without the fleet, Lemordia would starve in a matter of weeks. So, a few must die now to provide servitors. This saves lives later on. Surely you can see that. I must admit it's not the sort of thing the masses would understand. Which is why I can't let you leave. The floor beneath you gives way. You plummet down to the dungeons below Schloss Albrecht.
I would presume that's the intent. I suppose the intent was that I'd be standing right over the pit when it opened up. Well, they brought me down here eventually. Now, let's see what's going on. Escape.
Welcome to another part of my home. A part most of my guests never get to see. This is where I keep some of the things Dr. Mordenheim sends me. Experiments. They're useful for security. You'll provide a splendid test of their capabilities.
Right. So that's what I was wondering what that thing was, but it's obviously an intercom. Well, let me get back onto my usual route. Is this the right way? Yeah, this is the way I need to go. So, or it's the way in my proper or oh boy, goodness
Cave
gracious.
opens up here. In the chamber ahead, you see a hulking monstrosity, profanely sewn together and given some mockery of life.
Oh, well.
The huge creature falls to the ground, the floor shaking around it. Its body is motionless once more.
Well then. Does this thing have one of those things ready to charge? No. Alright, so, okay, there's a garnet. I remember that last puzzle that we had. It's something like this. I'm just wondering if this is how we're going to get through here. Well, I guess there's one way to find out. Let's see. Where would the start of it be? I don't see... Oh, hold on. This has it. So that one... Actually, let me make out the path first before I go through this, because last time I had so much trouble doing that. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, this must be 4. And then I'll go back. Okay. So I'll try that. Oops. Okay, probably wasn't the most effective way to do this. Oh, actually. 3. Okay. This will take a few tries. Alright, do I have everything working? Oh, I think there's one more left, and I'll finally have it. Okay. Are they going to have these puzzles around a lot?
Don't imagine you can escape. My castle is staffed by very capable guards, and these caverns are full of other things.
Other things. Mm-hmm. Well, and now it's full of me, which is going to give you trouble. There we go. There you go.
That's strange. There's a door here, but you can't seem to find a way to open it. For now, you'll have to content yourself with imagining what lies beyond.
Imagining. Oh boy. And you can imagine what it's like to be a popsicle. There you go. Alright. I'm wondering, is there a... Oh, that's right. They said something about the only thing that they had enough of was coal. So I presume that the coal is being burnt to power all of this. At least that's going to be my guess. Right? You? Now, there's going to be some way of opening these things at some point, isn't there? I hope so.
The way out is blocked by an electric barrier, similar to the ones holding in the scientists' experiments. Disabling this barrier will likely disable all the other barriers as well, releasing who knows what. But there's no other way out, and it's not likely you'll be coming back here in any case.
Alright, so let's see what this does. Okay. Is that it? You pull the lever, the power continues to hum vexingly. Perhaps you should try a different method. Okay. Vexingly, it continues. Alright. So, what next? Did I check this direction yet? Apparently not. Hey there. Oh, they do care that I'm here. And you? Oh, is this the circuit? There you go. So who exactly are you? In my way, that's what you are. Alright, what's this note say? To redirect power, power the crystal corresponding to the region needing power, and then pull the admin lever. Warning, do not power all 3 crystals at the same time. This will cause the power to short out. So in other words, I need to power all 3 at the same time. In case of full loss of power, by any power barriers will automatically switch to backup power. However, this will only last for 30 minutes, and then the active barriers will fall. Make sure that any maintenance on the main powers is done while power is off to avoid seriously bodily harm. So, let's see what we've got here. No. So if I have all 3 active at the same time, I could cause a short? I'm not too sure whether causing a short is my best bet, or if that's something that is likely to create trouble for me. But there's only one way to find out! But usually when they say don't do this, it's an invitation to do it. At least that's the impression I get in this sometimes. Okay, so now, is it even possible to do all 3? Oh, actually, yeah, because this beats that. So, Maybe I misunderstood that. Maybe it was warning me not to do this. I know it's warning. Okay. This will cause power to short out. Oh, okay. I was hoping that shorting it out would be a desirable effect, but apparently that is not the case. Okay. What if I unpower all of them? If that does anything, since obviously shorting it out did not help me at all. The power continues to vexingly. Perhaps try a different combination. Well, I suppose so. Okay, so... Oh, what if I... do that? Let's see what that does. And maybe it'll help. And maybe the Baron will confess and make this entire confrontation unnecessary. Okay, let's see what we've got now. Okay, how about going back to my short hypothesis? Oh, hold on. I noticed that this is not being lit. I was thinking that this would be lit. But it's not lit. So how do I... Can I turn this? Oh, I can. Maybe I can't. Oh, there it is. Now what happens? Okay, turn this. Finally. Well. Oh. There we go. There we go. Now, let's see what happens. What could possibly go wrong now?
The sounds of crackling electricity fade as the power in this area shuts down. Now to escape before any newly freed experiments find you.
Okay. Oh yeah, but which way is the exit? I presume those things are going to go down fairly soon. Let's see.
I don't know where you think you're going. There isn't anywhere in Lamordia for you to hide. You will pay for meddling with Dr. Mordenheim's scheme, one way or another.
Well, I didn't find all the notes. But I'm not staying in this place. I am not pleased with the Baron's hospitality. You're returned? That's unexpected, and not to mention awkward. I was led to believe that you wouldn't be seeing you again. Well, absent other instructions, I will give you the offer that I was authorized to make if you prove to be difficult. Take this from the Baron and leave Ludendorff forever. You don't want to stay here with the Baron as your enemy. I'll see what the Baron has to say about this. Well, let's see. Which of these bribes should I completely ignore? Comma, comma. Semicolon. Alright. Well, that's it for that. But I am sure that we'll have to come up with another plan when we return for the next episode of Piney Plays The Dragon Disciple.